Hey everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. It is currently just hit midnight here in Atlanta. I've been promising you guys a Q&A and been asking you guys to submit questions, and it's time to get those questions answered, no matter what time it is in the afternoon or evening, I guess. So we'll go ahead and start with the ones that I got on Instagram, and then I'm going to switch over to the ones that are on YouTube. I think some of them are repeats, so we'll figure it out as we go. Question number 1. Where are you from? So I was born in West Virginia and grew up in East Tennessee. Lived in East Tennessee up until I moved here about 2 days before my 22nd birthday. And I've been in Atlanta ever since. What are you mixed with? This question, I swear I get asked this question at least 5 times a day. But the answer to this question is my mom is white, my dad is black. They're both from America. My mom's like 5'11". My dad is, I think, 6'3". That's where the height comes from. My mom is thicker, my dad's slender, and that's where I get the little slim, thick, thing going on. Somebody made a comment that I did write down because I was so appreciative, but it said, "You and your daughter have the best genes." I don't remember who said that, but thank you so much. I really appreciate the compliment. Things that I cannot live without. Number 1, my child, because she is my everything. I love that little kid to death. The next thing would have to be my heated comforter because it is saving my life right now, okay? Let me tell you, it's also part of the reason why I can't get out of bed in the morning. It's making it impossible for me to get out of bed. Number 3 would be the Blue Wave from Wave 3 here in Buckhead. If you live in Atlanta, I highly suggest you try it out. It's so good. It's a blueberry iced matcha latte. And when I tell you, it's so good, I literally go there basically every single day and get one. So if you're here, pull up, try it. So good. Ask them to add a little bit of lavender to it. I promise you'll be in love. Biggest leap of faith that you have taken? I could say moving to Atlanta, but honestly, I'm always on the go. And if it wasn't for having a child, I probably would have moved to like 10 different states at this point or countries. So I would say my biggest leap of faith is having my daughter, because I chose to have her. If I put the decision in somebody else's hands, it wouldn't be a thing. So that was my biggest leap of faith, is knowing that it could be all on you, and that's okay. It's something that I can take care of and handle myself, and I don't regret it. I absolutely love being a parent and love being a mom. So, I feel like when you jump out there and take that leap and you truly believe in yourself, then everything will always work out how it's supposed to. Have I ever thought about, or do you already have an OnlyFans? Y'all have been asking this question, drilling me, talking about what's the link to your OnlyFans? Do you have one? Are you going to create one? We want to see your bottom half, blah, blah, blah. Listen, y'all, I even had somebody go as far as to ask me, can I buy your used socks? Y'all gotta chill out. I'm not an OnlyFans girly. I love my body and appreciate it because it's been through a lot. I've survived way too much stuff, and I lost all my weight and skin and bones, gained it back, lost it again, gained it back. So I really love and appreciate my body. And do I show it more than I should? Probably sometimes, yes. But I promise it's not going to be on OnlyFans. I don't know. I respect myself and my future husband enough to just not do it. So, what's the next question? Actually a couple of people have asked, why do you look so young? I mean, I don't know if that's a compliment or if, I don't know how to take that question, but I don't know. I mean, my genetics, I guess. I don't know if I get it from my mom, my dad, who I get it from, but I've always said I had a baby face, or not I've always said, but people have always said that I have a baby face. And I guess I have to agree with them because the way little kids be trying to talk to me is crazy work. But I guess it's just good genetics mixed with just a tiny, tiny bit of Botox. Someone asked how my lower half is so big at my age. That is crazy. Because since when does age have anything to do with your body? And for the people out there talking about, is my butt real or fake? Baby, if my butt was fake, don't you think I would take the time to fill in the dimples in the back, the side? Like, don't you think that I would spend the extra money to have them fill in my hip dips? So just before y'all ask me or make a comment about is my ass real or fake, if it was fake, they would have done a better job than that. But this right here was created by God. Okay. What's your type? First of all, before we get to what's your type, it is on here. People asking if I'm single or got a boyfriend, what I'm in, like situationship, what I got going on. I am single, not looking for a relationship right now. I'm happy with myself. I'm in a relationship with myself and enjoying my own company. But when people ask what's my type, there's what's my type and what's the other one. Whew, the bro's trying to make an appearance. Hold on 1 second. Okay, what do you look for in a man? So I have what's your type and what do you look for in a man? As far as my type, I'd be lying if I didn't say I love a foreign man. So I love foreign men, taller men. As far as a type, I don't know. I feel like my type is constantly evolving and growing, so I'm not sure I really honestly have a type right now, just because I'm not interested. As far as what do I look for in a man? Well, if I was looking for a man, somebody with morals, values, a great family, coming from a great family, a supporter, a protector, a provider, a real man. I don't know what else to say. Like, I don't want no little boy. I don't want somebody that was raised in the wrong environment, raised off survival. What I'm looking for, man, I'm not looking. But when the right man comes, I'll know. I'll know. What are my measurements? So funnily enough, I have no idea, no clue. Ever since I had my daughter, I lost track of my measurements and all that. And don't even get me started on my sizes because going into a fitting room is a headache. Let's just say that. But maybe I'll do a measurement video, or not a video, but I have a couple different stylists and designers that have asked me what my measurements are. So that is something that I need to get them, and maybe I can do that in one of my vlog posts with the measuring tape. What brought you to Atlanta? Basically, so I went to a small school, a small university in East Tennessee, and maybe if I went to a bigger university, I would have enjoyed school a little bit more, but it was just not for me. So after 2 years, I was done, and I went back home to my parents' house, and it's like, as much as I love my mom and my parents and stuff, we do not get along for long periods of time. Like, we cannot live in the same house. So it was one of those things where my mom was like, all right, what's the next move for you? And I was just like, okay, if I got to move out the house, I'm not staying in Tennessee. So I came to Atlanta, got a job, went back home, finished out what I needed to do for, I think I was working for Miller Coors at the time. So I finished doing what I needed to do with them for Super Bowl. And I left right after and moved to Atlanta. And my parents weren't really expecting me to move to a whole nother state. So that was a shocker to them. But, I made my decision and I didn't look back and been here ever since. Um, what was your favorite trip and what made it so special? Yo, I got so many favorite trips. I don't even know where to start. Um, Let me think about that one and I'll come back to that. When am I coming to Florida? I have no idea. I'm constantly out there. It's been a minute because I've had so much stuff going on, but Florida's like a second home. Well, let me not say Florida. Miami is like a second home to me. Then probably Tampa, Orlando, because I have family all throughout Florida. My favorite city, that's a great question. In the States or not in the States? I would say in the States, my favorite city, I love Miami, but like I said, it's like a second home. It would be a mix between LA and New York, maybe. But I don't know. I don't have a favorite city. And then, like, in Europe, don't get me started. Or, like, in another country, I don't have an answer for that. Like, I just love to travel. Every new city is my favorite city. A lot of people ask me, what do? I work in nightlife. I do bottle service. I've been doing that since, 2017? So roughly 7 years that I've been in bottle service. How many years? I just answered that one. Just kidding. But yeah, I've been in bottle service for 7.5 years, nightlife. I've worked in different cities, but I've, been based out of Atlanta the whole time. Something that I don't see myself doing much longer, but pays the bills and allows me to be a full-time single mom. So can't complain. Jennifer asked this question. Pet dragon or pet unicorn? My daughter would say pet unicorn. I'm saying pet dragon. 1,000%. I am a Potterhead. I love Harry Potter. So I'm going pet dragon, but my daughter would kill me because she would rather have a pet unicorn. Do I have a Snapchat? I do have a Snap. I don't know how I'm going to utilize it yet. If I'm going to do like a public account or if I want to keep it just friends and family and stuff. But when I make a decision, I promise I will let you guys know. And if I do open it up to the public, I will make sure you guys do get my username. What's the best way to communicate with you? I'm not going to lie. I am the worst communicator. And when I say the worst communicator, I mean my phone is on permanent do not disturb. Like if you call my phone and it goes to voicemail once and you think, oh, let me call again, it's going to ring. Wrong. It is on permanent. It's not ringing. It's just not. And it's not like, so I've had people I've seen on, especially Instagram here lately, talking about, I can't stand people that live life on do not disturb. What if there's an emergency? Blah, blah, blah. Listen, I'm going to be the first person to say it. The people that have a problem with permanent do not disturb are the people that do not have peace in their life. They do not enjoy their own peace and comfort, because I love the freedom of just not having to hear my phone ring and being in silence. And I love the feeling of, it's like if your phone is sitting on the counter and you hear it ringing, and it's like, that person hears your phone ringing. So they know that you can hear them calling you. That just gives me some type of weird anxiety. I don't understand. So it's like, my phone's going to go straight to voicemail, and I promise I'm going to see the notification. And I'll call you right back or text you immediately as soon as I see it. But my phone stays on do not disturb simply for my own peace. If that bothers you, you don't pay my phone bill. I'm sorry. But outside of that, the best way to communicate with me is through messages or Apple Pay, Zelle. I'm just playing. Playing just a little bit. Best way to communicate, though, is definitely through DMs. How many days a week do you work out? And do I do like workout videos or workout plans? I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I haven't worked out since college. It's been a long time. Actually, I did work out when I first moved to Atlanta, and then I stopped. So it's been a really long time since I've worked out. So I can't sell you guys a workout plan. I can't give you guys workout videos, because I do plan on getting back in the gym, but I don't plan on being like a fitness enthusiast. Keyword, I don't plan, so you never know what can happen in the future. But as of right now, it's where we're at. What is your sign? I'm an Aquarius, February Aquarius at that. So I'm definitely an airhead, one of a kind. Different. We're a little weird, a little out this world, but I promise you'll love it here. What other questions do I have? That might be the end of the questions that I do have. I feel like I kind of rushed through things, but I tried not to. Do you like Japan or the food? Their way of doing stuff is cool. I have never been to Japan. I've been to Indonesia before. That was an experience. Would I go back to Indonesia? I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not in my travel plans to go back, not even to Bali. Again, not in my plans. It could happen, you never know, but that's the only place in Asia I've been to. So I would enjoy Japan for sure, especially with the seafood and sushi. But I would be down to go. I feel like it definitely would be a great experience. The best date that I've ever been on. Okay, that date definitely set the tone. It definitely, yeah. I'm gonna say it was actually in Indonesia as well, and it was dinner. It was kind of like a blind date, kind of. I don't know. That's maybe later for a story time or whatever. But it was at a really nice restaurant in Indonesia on the rooftop, overlooking the city, and the vibes was just really good. I don't know, but that whole trip was definitely one of my favorites. I guess you guys asked my favorite trip. I would say it was either that one or my trip to Paris last year. That was really that was a really good trip too. I don't know. I've been on so many different trips. Again, maybe I'll do story times and talk about all the different things that I've done or places that I've been to. But y'all really just gotta let me know in the comments. You know, ask more questions. Maybe I'll do like a section part of the vlogs, like the day-to-day vlogs or whatever, where I answer questions. So if y'all want to know anything, put it in the comments. Let me know. We'll talk about it. So it's been real. It's been fun. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.